So what is next? Well, today we're going to be discussing the SR cards that were posted last Friday. I'm just going to be looking into it. We already know there's some Boo cards that came out of it, but we're going to look up for the other colors that came out as well. So, like you said, we see the two Boo cards, and we see a Gogeta, Frieza, Brawly, even a Son Goku Childhood card. So first, we're going to start off with the red cards. We got SSB Gogeta Fusion Onslaught. He's an 8 cost for 4 red, but he does have an X Evolve. You just have to choose 2 cards from your hand and place them in the drop area over a red Gogeta BR card with an energy cost of 6. So you can't use the old Gogetas. Um, well, first of all, there's no Gogeta that has an energy cost of 6 that's from the old set. That's not a BR, so that doesn't really matter at this point. But it has a double strike. It's a permanent. This card can't be KO'd and can attack battle cards in active mode. Okay, so there's no getting around this card. You can warp it, and you can send it back to your hand and everything like that, but you're not attacking this card. Well, it has a 35k base, so you're gonna get past it without spending some resources anyways. But it is getting to attack cards in active mode, so that's kind of a problem right there. But then as an auto, when a card evolves into this card, if there are no battle cards in play in your opponent's battle area, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's life and place them in a drop area. And you can't play SSB Gogeta Fusion Onslaught for the duration of the turn. At that point, if there's no battle cards and you're already taking 2 life, I mean, why would you need to? You're kind of putting your opponent in a crucial spot at that point. But then it also has another auto. When this card attacks a battle card, switch this card to active mode. So even if you have a, let's just say the first auto doesn't go off because you do have that Vegito on the field that they just couldn't get past. When you evolve over it, they won't get that effect. They won't get that auto. But then it's another auto. When this card attacks a battle card, switch to active mode. Literally, you don't even have to KO the card like Top does. You just swing at the Vegito, say no combo, they combo out, and you're like, okay, cool. Put it back to active mode, swing again, and you say no combo, and if they can't combo at that time, you're like, okay, cool. Put it back to active mode, swing at your leader for double strike. Like that is just that's sickening at that point. Like Gogeta it was already pretty strong with the with the 30k triple striker 7 drop for 5 energy and reshuffles your opponent's hand. But now you got this thing that you got this beast right here that clears off your opponent's battlefield. Um, that's pretty good. That's pretty good right there. Like they say right here, this card works great in offensive combos. If you use the 6 cost Gogeta to clear your opponent's battle cards off the field, you can easily do 2 damage to 2 damage to them with this card. Okay, I haven't really looked at the 6 drop, so I'm assuming that's how you can get off the or clear the field. Then you have Golden Frieza, Indomitable, and Emperor. Uh, for 8, it's another 8 cost for energy, specifically red. And it's a 30k attacker. Has X Evolve, choose 3 cards from your hand and place them in the drop area. So they want you to pay this by losing cards in your hand, but with the Gogeta deck, and also I'm assuming this Golden Frieza deck, you have a lot of cards in your hand, so that's not even a problem. But it's going to be over a red Frieza BR card with the energy cost of 7. So I haven't looked at that one either, so I'm not too sure which one that applies to. But it has a critical, and then it has a permanent. If your leader card is a red Frieza army card, you and your opponent can't play battle cards with a 30k power or less unless they choose 4 cards from their life and place them in the drop area as they play the battle card. And then when a card evolves into this card, it switches to active mode. That is disgusting. So it looks like Frieza and Gogeta are just they're just broken. They're just 2 busted decks at this point. Because that's a like what do you do at that point? What if once they bring this card out, and I don't know how hard it is to bring that 7 drop out, but once they bring this card out, if your leader card is a red Frieza's army card, like your opponent can't play battle cards with 30k power or less. That's that you or your opponent, but you already got this 30k beater on the field, unless they I don't know, Demigra or something, or I don't know how I don't know how they can get Victory Strike out without, like, unless they're hard casting something. But let's see what they have here. This card can be used to lock out your opponent. Yeah, that's for sure. The Frieza leader from this set can be used to make a diabolical control deck focused on extra cards, leading to summoning the 7 drop Frieza for 5 energy and then evolving into this monster. So 6 drop. Okay. Well, actually, you don't have to pay any energy. So yeah, in turn 5, I guess you could bring out the 7-drop Frieza for 5 energy, and then you can bring out this guy and it locks out the whole game. Okay. And we already looked at the blue ones, the Ultimate Absorption Majin Buu. We can take another look at it. It's a 7 cost for 3 blue energy, but you don't really care about that because you're playing for the energy area. It's a triple strike, and then it's when this card is played from the energy area, choose up to 1 battle card in your drop area and place it under this card. Then choose up to 1 of your blue energies and switch to active mode. Auto once per turn when this card attacks. If this card if there is a Sun Gohan Adolescence card placed under this card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and place it under this card and switch it to active mode. So that's a pretty good effect. That's a pretty good auto. But then I look at the other two we just saw, and I'm just like, compare, meh. I always saw this first. I'm like, oh wow, the Majin Boos are getting pretty good. But then I look at the other two, and I'm like, well, Frieza's disgusting and Gogeta's disgusting. But they say Boo with Gohan Absorb makes another appearance. Play this card from your energy area. Get a Sun Gohan, Gohan Adolescence card underneath it, opening the path to take your opponent out with a triple strike. Two attacks, so it's pretty good too. Then we got the 4-drop. Cost of 4, 2 specific energy, 20k, but you don't really attack with it. Prodigious Absorption Majin Buu has Barrier. Auto, when this card is played from the energy area, choose up to 1 battle card in your drop area and place it under this card. Activate once per turn. If there's a Gotenks card under this card, play 1 Majin token with 15,000 power, 0 combo, and 500 combo power. Activate for 3 blue energy and 1 any energy. Your leader card is a Majin card. Choose 1 Majin Buu card with the energy cost of 7 in your energy area and play it. If you play the card, add this card into your energy rest mode. So that's how you read out the 7-drop. Then it's like Boo with Gotenks absorb this back too. Players can decide which of these 2 cards to play based on the contents of their drop area, and this card can even help get out the 7-drops. What? Players can decide which of these 2 cards to play based on the contents of their drop area. Why not play both? I don't understand. I mean, like, yeah, you can get out the 7-drop, which is cool, but what 7-drop are they talking about? I mean, is there an SCR 7-drop that's going to be coming out? Because if that's such a case, then yeah, that kind of changes up the whole game. Like, because you want to charge that 7-drop, right, or the SCR, and then kind of bring out if there's an SPR 7-drop. Because at this point, it's like saying, choose which one to play from. Either the Gohan one or the Gotenks one, but I'm like, why the Gotenks one brings out the Gohan one, so why wouldn't you play them both together? But they're trying to say play to bring out the 7-drop, play both, or play either or. But then we got the now I move on to the Brawlies. Okay, the Brawlies and cards. We got an 8 cost, so I'm just going. If your card is not an 8 cost, 8 cost, it's not gonna be broken. If it's 8 cost, it's gonna be broken. That's all I'm just going on right now. So we got Brawly Limits Transcendent. He's a double strike, permanent during battles where this card is attacking your opponent. Can't activate Mafuba. So that's basically what it's talking about, but it says counter skills with the energy cost of 2 or more. But basically Mafuba. You can't Mafuba this guy because activate battle, not activate main, activate during battle. Your battle or your opponent's. Once per turn, choose 1 card from your hand and place it in a drop area. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring Bear and KO it. So you're telling me I can attack, combo out, try to get over this guy or take out your leader, and then all you have to do is go, okay, you done? Alright, so activate battle once, discard 1 card, kill him, Sigesh. Oh, you didn't like that? That's fine. Well, that's just how it is. Yeah, barrier, cool, dope, Sigesh. Like, it has no limits. Like, it's killing anything. Like, like, even if Victory Strike attacks you, it looks like it's killing it. So, yeah, that's that. It's a 35k base, 8 drop, 3, or the cost of 3 specified green energy, but you don't care about that because that's not how you're getting it out. But yeah, Brawly's broken. The Wrathful one won't be stopped by counters. Yeah, like Mafuba, okay, they clearly call it out, and the activate battle skill on this one is amazingly powerful. Okay, well, at least they know what they're doing. And Paragus Rampage Trigger. 2-drop, 1 specific green energy, 5k power. Auto, when you play this card from your hand, choose up to 1 Brawly control mechanism from your deck and activate it, then shuffle your deck. Then as an activate main, choose this card and 1 card in your battle area and place them in their own drop areas. Choose 1. Choose up to 1 Brawly BR card with energy cost of 6 or less from your deck and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Choose up to 1 Brawly BR card from your drop area and add it to your hand. Okay, so you can kind of recycle there. This card is a must-have in the Brawly decks. Not only can it help get Brawly control mechanism for you, but its activate main can be used to get Brawly cards from your deck and is a key combo piece for playing high-cost Brawly cards. Then we got the Also, green gets 3. We got Brawly the Supreme Berserker for the Brawly cards. 7 costs. Specified 3 green energy for 30k base. You got Evolve 3 green and, or excuse me, 2 green and 3 anything over a Brawly. Any Brawly. Critical Barrier. Okay. Auto once per turn burst. When this card attacks, if your lead card is a Brawly card, choose one. If your opponent has 3 or less cards in their hand, switch this card to active mode. Okay. If your opponent has 4 or more cards in their hand, they reveal their hand and choose one card from it, and your opponent places it in a drop area. So it's that that SCR freezer for you, but you can do that every single turn. Okay. Okay, I see you. You get to look at your entire hand. At that point, I kind of want to have 3 or less. Like I'll take that the two criticals. Like I'll negate it. And I have 3 in my hand, and go ahead and switch to active mode. That's cool because now if you have 4 or more, I mean everyone has 4 or more, so you can look at your entire opponent's hand and choose one card and drop it. And this card, and what they have to say, this card is for all you old school Brawly fans, and look at all those skills. This powerhouse is sure to make a great addition to the standard Brawly decks. Out of all the cards, they're going to keep helping out Brawly. Okay. Demon for Gallows, you have Finishing Blow, Sun Gohan. So this got to be broken, right? No, it has 5 cost energy. It has to have 8. So, okay. Double Strike. It has 5 cost energy for a cost of 3 green. Okay. 3 green for this guy. You got 3 green for the 7 drop and 3 green. Okay. Or 3 yellow. 30k attack power, so that's actually pretty good for a 5 drop. Double Strike Sparking. When you Sparking 7, when you play this card, if your opponent has 4 or more energy, okay. If your opponent has 4 or more energy, and if there's a Son Goku Guardian Angel under this card, choose all of your opponent's energy and switch them to rest mode, and this card gains dual attack for the duration of your turn. So dual attack, double strike, and you switch all your opponent's energy to rest mode. It's not too bad actually. This go on. This card has gone with his power fully unleashed. It can be used to set all your opponent's energy to rest mode and go for the win. Not as broken as the other cards we saw, but it's pretty good. You got Bojack the Plunderer for 8 cost. Oh, he's gonna be broken. 8 cost. 5 or excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4 yellow energy. X evolve 4 or 3 yellow energy and 1 any energy over a Bojack card with an energy cost of 3. Auto, when you play this card, if you have 5 or more life, choose all your opponent's cards and switch them to rest mode. Whoa, that's nice. Auto, when your opponent switches one of their cards in rest mode to active mode, if your leader card is a Bojack Brigade card, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and sends it to the warp. Whoa, not even the drop area. Activate main once per turn. Choose one Bojack card in your battle area and place in the owner's drop. This card gains dual attack for the duration of turn. Still a single, so it doesn't really matter. But that auto is kind of broken a little bit. We got to talk about that. But the Bojack's super rare. Punishes your opponent when they switch his cards to active mode by forcing them to send cards from their hand to their warp, and you can evolve it from the 3 drop. Okay. And wrapping it up, we got the Black Son Goku, the Adventure Begins. You got a 1 cost, which is great. 5k power though. Activate main once per turn. Choose up to 1 4-star ball from your deck or drop it and add it to your hand. And shuffle your deck if you look through it. Okay, so it could. That's really good for a 1 drop. You can just find your 4-star ball, which basically is the heart and soul of the deck. So this is now the heart and soul of the deck too. Activate main once per turn. 2 costs. If your leader card is a black. If your leader card is black, choose up to 1 skill is battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck or drop it and play it. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Ooh, that's nasty. I might just play that just because of this effect. I might not even care about the 4-star ball. Nah, I'll still play with the 4-star ball. But like that can really go well with my Black Mass Saiyan deck. Was already revealed this card, but you can make a fun deck revolving around a 4-star with it. It's time to rediscover the world of the original Dragon Ball series. In our last card here, we got the Super Shenron Ultimate Wishmaster for the cost of 8 energy, 8 any energy with 35k base, but permanent. This card can only be played from your hand and can attack. Okay. Auto, when you play this card, if your leader card is a Black Shenron card and there is a God card in play in your battle area, draw 2 cards and choose all of your opponent's cards in their battle area, ignoring barrier, and place them in the owner's drop areas, and your opponent can't activate skills on their cards other than their leader card until the end of the next turn. And your Super Shenron finally makes his grand entrance, so it's a guy, okay. And DBS CG, and it can be used to stop your opponents completely in their tracks or gain control of the gain control at the end of the game. So that's a pretty good effect right there. It's kind of like that food card that kind of negates your opponent's skills, except for the leader. But it costs of 8. Once you're ramping up or something, which they're saying if there's a god card in play, so I'm guessing you're using like Whis and everything to kind of ramp up already. Maybe they're going to drop a couple other cards that kind of cater to that. But if you're playing like that old school stuff, like objection and everything, you can kind of ramp up pretty fast to 8 energy. Like I said, if you're playing the Whis combo and everything like that. Okay, so those are the SRs. So far, they look pretty good. I can't wait for the SPRs because the design must be nice. I hope they make an SPR for every one of these cards and even make some more SPRs. More SPRs, like just not SRs, because sometimes they do that. They make some SRs and only say only a couple SPRs from it, or some new SPRs, which is it's totally fine. But please make a new Boo 7 drop and that Boo 4 drop SCR or SPR, or just make a new SPR Boo. That'd be kind of fun. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much for that. If you guys like, please do comment or subscribe and like. Other than that, I will definitely see you guys next time.